Hey everybody, thank you for joining me and welcome back. So today I'm on practice tips rather than my hand dolly, my practice hand, and I'm going to be doing some bright spring pastel nails. And this is Hippie Shake from CJP, beautiful colour, and I'm just going to create a full nail here with this colour. I've come in with my first bead, place that down. I'm just filling in the bottom here to make it a little bit more opaque. Using my brush to pat and push that acrylic where I want it to be. Coming in with another bead, blending that bead, taking that bead from left, swiping down all the way across, taking it to the right, and then blending that bead back, ready for my cuticle bead. Cuticle bead on, over to the left, blend down. As I'm going across, I'm pushing and blending that colour over to the right. And then you have a full nail. I can see a big lump there. That really annoys me. I don't know why, but I've come in with another bead. Maybe I noticed a spot that wasn't completely covered. Swiping down the side walls, making sure I keep them nice and straight. So making sure that acrylic doesn't change the shape of the nail. And then this one and the one next to it are going to be three-way ombre. Now they kind of look like they messed up, but they didn't look too bad in the end. As we go along, you'll see that the colours don't blend properly how I wanted them to. I didn't leave enough room for the colour at the bottom on this one. And I think, looking at it now, I may have come in with too much product. But we live and learn, and I'm only watching it back makes me realise what I've done wrong, so you learn from your mistakes. And then this one's going to be an ombre, but the other way around. So I'm just doing exactly the same, but on the bottom of the nail. Making sure that I've got good coverage, and like I say, try not to change the shape of the nail. If you change the shape of the nail, it'll be more filing, so I actually enjoy filing, but not everybody does. And then this is Karen from Glam and Glitz. I love this colour. I fell in love with this colour from the moment I got it, and it's my mum's name as well, so kind of have to love it. It looks really bright on camera, but it's not. It's more of a pastel-y yellow with a shimmer in it. Really lovely colour. And Glam and Glitz aren't used that much anymore, I don't think. Coming in with my second bead there. Brilliant coverage with these powders. Again, trying not to change that shape. That bottom bit there keeps bouncing back, so I have to keep my eye on it. Last bead in the cuticle area. Take that over to the left, over to the right, and then blend the colour over the second bead that I placed. I must be able to see with the light that I've got patches of the area that's not covered properly, because I'm coming in with so much product on this one. So I'm going to do the second part of the ombre now. This was just like a pathetic bead, but I like to build up my ombre, so I think these beads are just like a base, and then I'll place on the next bead to try and get the better coverage, and then the next bead to try and get the blend. This is just how I do it. Some people, whenever I've watched some videos, I'll just watch someone put one colour down, blend down, done. Second colour down, blend up, blend down, done. Oh, I'd love to be able to work like that. So you can see there, I'm trying to concentrate on the middle of the nail, make sure that I've got enough coverage and colour in the middle of the nail, because that's where obviously we're going to see that yellow colour. So I've come in with a little bit of pink there because too much yellow was on top of the pink. But you can keep doing that as long as you're not building up too much. You're not building up the nails too thick. Keep coming in with the two colours because they will blend. This one went a lot smoother. I am going to be putting pigment over these two, but you can still see the ombres. So I didn't want to mess them up too much. If I was covering it in glitter, or I was using 3 different glitters to make the ombres, then maybe I could have fluffed it a bit more, but I knew these were going to be on show. So and there we go again, just with a little bit more pink to bring that bottom part of the nail back to life. Let that set. And then I'm coming in with Blue Jeans from CJP, another lovely colour. Now I'll place this tiny bead on, and I just move the edge of the bead. So you can see there I'm just gradually building up the colour. Tiny little bit. They're so pigmented, these colours, that you don't need too much. And then I thought, well, I'm going to start tapping instead of turning my brush round, which is a difficult angle to work from when you're trying to record. I'm going to just tap. Sometimes that, for me, that really helps with the blend. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you're releasing more liquids into the product, so it becomes more movable. I'm still trying to get that bottom of the nail solid blue. So it's not too bad. Sometimes they come out brilliant. Sometimes they come out terrible. Sometimes they come out just able to get away with that one. So you can see I've placed that bead on just the bottom of that bead. I'm trying to move to get the ombre, not moving any of the products that's right at the back in the cuticle area, just the bottom of the bead. I think I didn't have enough, so I'll come in with a little bit more. And again, just moving the bottom of that bead, leaving most of the product at the back. Not too bad. Could have been worse. How is everybody? I hope everybody's well. I don't want to waffle and say the same stuff I always do, but I hope everybody's all good. You're out there creating amazing nails. Now, this is one of my favourite glitters, and I've actually never used it before, believe it or not. This is from Tracy Lou, and this is called Funhouse, and I remember that program like it was yesterday. It's got all different colours in it, pastels and brights, and then there's like an iridescent flake in there as well, so it's really, really nice. And I'm going to be ombreing this, so I'm just filling up the bottom of this nail with the glitter, dipping my brush into the monomer, picking up a tiny bead of clear acrylic, dipping that into the raw glitter, and then swooshing that around on the nail, making sure it's all stuck down, no bits are poking out, because I'll end up filing them away. And I'll probably go 2/3 of the nail up. Ah, look how good this glitter is. I love it. So here I'm trying to use it sparingly. I'm just trying to bring it up and not have a direct line. Just gradually moving those pieces up the nail. So while that sets, I'm going to encapsulate, and as always, crystal glass from CJP. I'm only doing a thin layer because I don't know why, but I felt I put so much colour on that I just needed a thin layer. I know that with some of the colours, you can use them as strength powders. I've been reading on the back of the Glitterbels colours, you can use them as a full nail. The reason why most people don't, or I don't, is because you want to save your colours. They're expensive. So the crystal glass, the clear powders are cheaper than the colours. So you want to try and save your colours. So that's why we tend not to build with the colours. So like I said, just a really thin layer of crystal glass here. And then I'm going to ombre that glitter nail with Amore from CJP. Love this colour. This colour was what helped me crack ombres. A friend, Katie, recommended it to me. I did my nail course with Katie and she recommended it to me, and I had heard of CJP before, and I've got their colours, but I never... I have a lot of their colours, but I never went to the core powders. And she said to me, try more because it works really well with the white and coconut milk as well. And yeah, it's really, really good for ombreing. Obviously, different people like different things. I tend to like the more opaque, solid colours of the core powders. But to help me do this ombre, I felt Amore was the best colour. So I use it quite wet at first, building up that apex. And then I come in with a drier bead to complete the area. And then I only need to cap the bottom of that now. I don't need to go over the Amore because that's a strength powder. So I'm just capping in this glitter now. I love these, they're really fun. I don't know why, they just scream fun to me. And you could do this with any colours, like even in the winter, dark colours, autumn, spring, like for this, summer. So I've filed all these nails in now, off camera, and this is Top Gloss from CJP. So I'm putting a thin layer of this on the 2 ombre nails, and then I will pop it into my lamp for, I think I went for 30 seconds. That might have been a minute. I'm going to go with a minute. I popped it in for a minute, and then I'm using this Aurora powder. This I got from Glitterbels years ago. They used to sell pigment powders, but they sold out quite quick, and I don't know what happened. They never got any more in. So, but this is a really good one. So I can't say go and get it because they haven't got any. So I'm just burnishing that into the 2 nails with my makeup applicator, and then once I've got good coverage with it, I then go over it with my finger and just kind of buff it up with my finger. There we go. So that's those 2. And then get away any of the powder that you can, otherwise it will get stuck in your solid colour nails. And then I'm using a different top coat to the ones that have got the pigment on. So this is Tracy Luno white top coat. So this is like my go-to all the time top coat. But the one that I'm going to put on the pigments, some over the top of the pigments, is the CJP top gloss, because sometimes the pigment can come off and then it goes into your bottle of top coat, and then you go into, I don't know, top coat, a red set of nails, and you notice that you've got pigment all in your top coat. So it's annoying. So I have a separate top coat for glitters and pigments. So there we go, that's the top gloss. They both look exactly the same when I pull it out of the lamp. So I'm putting a thin layer on and then placing these into the lamp for a minute. So that's that pigment all sealed in now on those nails. And this is the finished look. I hope you like it. If you do, leave me a comment in the comments box. Let me know. I love hearing from you guys. There's a couple of pictures coming up of the finished product. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. I shall speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.